Welcome back to Drinks and Chill. My name is Gio. This is Matt, and today we are doing another celebrity whiskey.
Yes!
And something he's been looking forward to for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Offerman, the smokiest edition. It's not really the smokiest edition, but it should be called that.
Right, the Charred Oak Cask Lagavulin Nick Offerman edition.
Yep.
So Nick Offerman, he came out with the 11-year, like the Lagavulin 11-year Offerman edition. And then he came out with the Lagavulin 11-year Guinness Cask edition, which we tried on the channel
And that one was good.
a couple years. Yeah, that one was good. And for him to say that was good, and for it to be smoky, then you know it had to be good.
Yep.
This is the Charred Oak Cask one, and we're going to give it a try here on the channel. I've tried it, but he hasn't tried it yet.
This may be the smokiest ever created.
Then again, maybe it isn't.
It's a very light bottle. Always a nice bottle, as always.
Yeah.
Oh, I poured a little bit on there. It'll dry, I guess.
It'll dry, yeah. But even like not putting my nose to it, I can already smell the smoke.
I smelled it when I opened it.
Cheers.
You ready?
I'm ready. We saved this one for last on purpose.
Yeah. Not if you're ready, like, am I ready?
I can smell it already.
Okay,
All right.
here it goes.
It's so nice. It's so nice.
You know what? This smells like a barbecue. And I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah?
Because the other ones I smelled that are smoky smell like a cigar. Kind of a little bit harder for me to get past when cigar smells. Especially when the cigar is not like a nice scented cigar.
Like he said, it kind of smells like a barbecue. Like you ever like walk through your neighborhood and you can like smell someone cooking out?
And you're like, oh, someone's cooking a barbecue.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this smells like. And I think I'm okay with that.
There's behind that barbecue is a little sweetness going on. Like a caramel or honey sweetness.
I'm getting honey.
There's a vanilla back there somewhere. Like honey barbecue.
Oh, like honey glazed ham?
Yes. Yes.
I'm not going to rate this as high as you, but this is very pleasant.
It smells smooth, if that makes any sense. Like the scent is very smooth. It's almost kind of, I would almost say silky. It's a 6 for me on the smell.
I'm going with 5.2. Like I said, I know that I'm not going to get as high as you on this one, but 5.2 for me for this.
That's pretty high for you
I think
for
so.
smoky whiskey. Yeah.
Taste. Okay, so for me, I'm not sure how many of our commenters barbecue, but right when you open it, after you're like barbecuing, letting the charcoal sit and everything, and that smoke that comes up, and you breathe that smoke in, that's exactly what it is, without the burn.
Yeah. Last year when we had that Lagavulin 12-year, which was the 2022 limited release, I believe that was my top-rated whiskey of last year. And this one is going to be right up there.
So this right here is that portion where someone goes, either you like bourbon or you like scotch. I think that's what they're talking about.
I think you're right. Because a lot of people, when they think of scotch, they think of like the smoky scotches like this. Even though you've got stuff like Macallan, Glenfiddich, Glenlivet that really doesn't have that smoky quality to it. But I think a lot of people, for whatever reason, tend to think of this stuff.
Yeah. They're like, either you like it or you don't like it. I think that's what they're referring to. There is some sweetness back there.
Yeah. But I'm going back to what you were saying about that honey glazed ham, because it's like, it's sweet, but it's like meaty.
Like a barbecue.
Yeah, like a ham, like a smoked ham with the honey glaze on it. That's what it is.
Yeah, I impress myself sometimes.
Yeah. That was really good.
Band-Aid.
No Band-Aid.
Band-Aid.
No Band-Aid.
Band-Aid.
On the taste, I give this a 5.8. No, 5.9.
5.9.
Yes. I like it. I don't like it near as much as the smell, but I like it a lot.
The taste, I'm going to go with a 4.99.
Okay. Finish?
The finish.
All right.
I'm just going to chug everything.
Yeah.
The finish had Band-Aid taste. So you know it. Say it.
Yeah. There's a hint of Band-Aid on the finish.
Hint.
A hint of Band-Aid on the finish.
I'll let you pass on that.
But it's the best Band-Aid I've ever had. You've got that, but you also have that little honey, the smoked honey thing going on too on the finish. I feel like the finish is basically just the taste. Everything I was getting on the taste, I'm getting on the finish, which is good because the taste is good. There's a hint of oak there, which is interesting because it's charred oak. So ideally, or not ideally, but theoretically, you would get a lot of oak impact, which there was, but the smokiness still outdoes that. I think even the sweetness, the honey sweetness outdid that. Finish is a 2.4.
Okay. So mine's going to be a 1.7.
Wow.
So the... okay, so the tasting I had, the notes that I had for the tasting didn't really come with the aftertaste. And I did get a hint of Band-Aid for the tasting notes. But when the finish happened, I got a lot of more of that Band-Aid. I don't know if you were a kid and you just randomly ate Band-Aids, but that's what it felt like for me.
Did you randomly eat Band-Aids when you were a kid?
No, but you know, like I just like stuck in tongue to see what it would taste like.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good times.
Like what you smell, you can taste, and that's what I got from it.
Yeah. Bottle and look of the whiskey. I
I think
mean,
they're all the same.
yeah, they are basically all the same. It comes in this nice box.
It does.
That
It
has
has that charred look to it. What is that one called?
Did you want me to get the Guinness Cask one
No,
down?
the Lagavulin. The other one?
Oh, this
The
one?
Phoenix one? Yeah.
Yeah. The 12-year special release one. So it kind of has that whole fire thing going on. This is the Guinness Cask finish one, which it's just black.
I feel like this one here, this is like the aftermath of this one.
Yeah, a little bit. After the Phoenix comes through and all you're left with is just fire.
Charred and fire.
And it's interesting because you look at this one, it's kind of had like this texture, like the wood patterns on it.
Yeah.
So it's like you start out with this, and then this Phoenix shows up and does its thing, and you're left with this. No, I don't know if they planned it that way. It kind of worked out that way.
Yeah. What was on here? Oh, that was a price tag.
Oh, that was wrapping paper.
Oh, it was in the wrapping paper?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't bother to take this part out?
No,
I Really? Was that really hard? Here. It's your wrapping paper, so I'll just let you do it next time. I put it back. Everyone knows that there are 7 kinds of food.
I didn't know that.
I didn't even know there was kinds of food. All of the fine people on this planet agree that the most gratifying thing a body can put in his or her or their mouth at any given time is one of the 7 delicious foods. Occasionally you might hear of a dissenting opinion on this matter, some befuddled reader of books arguing for a well-balanced or even sensible menu. If you can imagine, but just look at how utterly crackers those words look when written together. What's next? Aerobic exercise? Preposterous. Preposterous. Oh, I said it right.
Yeah.
It just sounded weird. Of the legendary 7. Oh, this is the legendary 7.
Oh, here we go.
Bacon? Yeah. Eggs?
Yeah.
Placenta?
Huh? Oh, pancetta. I think that's a type of bread.
Oh, pancetta. Oh, that makes more sense than placenta. I'm like...
Is that a type of bread or is that a type of meat?
Scotch eggs?
Yeah.
Fish and chips? Beef and steak. So
Yeah.
beef and steak are different somehow. All right. One food stands head and shoulders above the
If
rest.
that doesn't sound like Ron Swanson, I don't know what does.
And that, of course, is steak. The ultimate food. The cream of the cow. So crap. Yeah. Figuratively speaking, of course, since cows also produce literal cream.
That's true. Furthermore, all agree that the ideal mouthful of steak is approximately medium rare. How do you eat your steak?
Medium rare.
Really?
Yeah. Between medium and medium rare. Between what steak it is. If it's like a thicker steak, I like medium rare. But if it's like a thinner steak, I like medium.
I typically just go medium. Anyway. Furthermore, all agree that the ideal mouthful of steak is approximately medium rare with a well-seared, flavorsome crust. And one of the best ways to possibly improve this gustatory delight, gustatory, Gustatory delight, is by washing it down with the ideal dram of Lagavulin 11 year that we have curated specifically for this task. Oh, I gotta have this with steak. We collected charismatic casks of American white oak with a few European oak thrown in for culture, all of which had previously held either scotch or wine. The cask interiors were shaved down and then heavily recharred before we filled them with our golden 11-year single malt whiskey for maturation. The result, which you very fortunately hold in your enviable grip even now, is sheer alchemy. This is so entertaining, like reading this. I don't know how entertaining it is to hear us say it, but it's very entertaining to read it. It suggests some peat, chocolate, and treacle on the nose with a hint of red berry and creaminess. We did get that creaminess. And I could see the chocolate.
I can see that too.
That just waves hello in passing. The berry notes, however, pull up a chair in the mouth, complemented by pungent, peaty, woody, and spicy tones. You're saying it was real spicy. On the palate, infusing a pleasing chocolatey sensibility. One would argue that the glowing, lingering, spicy, and simply sensational finish are precisely the pinnacle of what human evolution was leading up to this entire time. It's like a mouthful of Scottish poetry pairing superbly with that steak, obviously, but I aver
you'll find
A-V-E-R, but I aver you find it just as pleasing with any of the 7 delicious foods.
Do you agree with this best 7 types of foods?
Yeah, I do. It's a 3.
A 3 for the box?
Yeah, just because of that. It's a 3. I love it.
I'll go with a 2.7, 2.8.
All right.
They put a lot of effort into this, which I really like.
Yeah, and just, like the story that they wrote there, it was so entertaining. And they have the nutrition facts, which is so weird. So our total scores will appear right here. I'm expecting this. This might be the highest whiskey I've ever rated.
This would be the highest whiskey ever rated for looks.
I would very much look forward to doing a Lagavulin video where we just try different Lagavulin. I don't know how much you would enjoy that since you're not a smoky whiskey person, but I mean, it might be fun to do because Lagavulin's a good brand.
This one and Highland Park are probably my top smoky whiskeys.
Let us know down in the comments if you've had this and the other Nick Offerman Lagavulins. Which one was your favorite? Infinity bottle. We've been like forgetting to do the infinity bottle this whole time. Like every video that we've shot today, the infinity bottle's like, oh my god, we're forgetting. It'd be cool to actually get one whiskey for each year because last year we went a couple of months without doing any videos, and the year before that we had like weeks here and there where we didn't upload anything. But if we can actually get a whiskey in here each week this year, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
The Lagavulin Offerman Edition Charred Oak Casks has been added to the infinity bottle. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know whenever we post a video, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.